He sunk the GOP's last attempt to repeal and replace Obamacare. And now it looks like Senator John McCain may have done it again, saying that he won't vote for the Graham-Cassidy bill.
We need Graham-Cassidy, and we need it now. A vote against Graham-Cassidy is a vote to save Obamacare. And it's time for every member of the Republican majority to keep their word to the American people.
Senator John McCain of Arizona has just announced that he cannot, and I quote, in good conscience, vote for the Graham-Cassidy proposal. And John McCain has a conscience, and I wish very much that the rest of the Republican leadership had that conscience as well.
And of course, Senator McCain says Obamacare still needs to go, but the Graham-Cassidy bill is just simply not the way to do it. Political editor Dennis Welch joining me live here on studio. You've been crunching the numbers all day to find out really how this would affect Arizona's families if Graham-Cassidy would pass.
A lot of money on the line here as McCain's opposition comes a day after some really troubling analysis. The Arizona Joint Legislative Budget Committee, which works for the Republican-controlled state legislature, estimates that Graham-Cassidy will cost the state huge amounts of money. I want to give you a quick look at what those numbers look like. At $1.7 billion in federal health care funding gone in 2020. Another $286 million gone from a hospital tax used to cover childless adults now living in poverty, and in addition, $34 million lost in insurance premium taxes as fewer people will be covered. Now, reaction to McCain's opposition was met with relief from protesters who were trying to put pressure on the Arizona senator outside of his office today in Phoenix. Here, take a listen.
I'm glad to hear that again he is voting no on a health care bill that would be disastrous for Americans.
I just want to say thank you to Senator McCain for being human.
I'm so happy he's going to give a thumbs down again, but we're out here to show our support that until that vote's made, that we are not giving up until he gives that thumbs down again.
And despite McCain's opposition and despite that financial analysis, Governor Doug Ducey still supports Graham-Cassidy. He believes it can still pass, tweeting out a statement earlier today saying, quote, "I remain supportive of Graham-Cassidy and encourage others to do the same." And seeing this marks the second time in a row that the governor has ignored that the Senator McCain has ignored the advice of the governor. Governor again supporting this bill, McCain opposing it.
All right, anything could happen over the weekend, but what are the numbers? You think this thing can pass?
The math is looking really terrible for the supporters of this bill right now because with McCain gone as a no, Rand Paul is a no. They're going to need two more Republican senators to come on board. We're talking about Murkowski and Collins. Murkowski earlier today was saying that she was leaning against this bill. She is very concerned about pre-existing conditions, the affordability and the availability if Graham-Cassidy passes.
All right, thank you, Dennis. And of course,